Where there is a tragedy, a celebration, an election, a victor, an abuse of power, a journey. Today, more than ever, there is a camera. Who's behind it, and what are their motives? The Listening Post, holding the media to account, at this time on Al Jazeera.
It's impossible to underestimate the size and scale of the economic crisis. It's not just about the billions and the trillions of dollars of debt. It's not just about the banks. It's not just about the governments. It's about real people.
My most memorable moment at Al Jazeera was when I was on air as Hosni Mubarak fell. We let the crowds in Tahrir Square do the talking.
This is Al Jazeera. President Hosni Mubarak has resigned.
If something happens anywhere in the world, Al Jazeera is in place. We're able to cover news like no other news organization. We're able to do it properly, and that is our strength.
Presidential field.
The Trump phenomenon lives outside of the usual rules.
Billionaire Donald Trump said
ramping up his attacks on the media, calling journalists dishonest and the coverage unfair.
Donald Trump looks like he really might win the nomination.
If you thought Donald Trump was a passing fancy in the race for president, well, think again.
Hello, I'm Richard Gisbert, and you're at The Listening Post. These are some of the media stories we're getting across this week.
Russia warns of a proxy war after the US sends special forces to Syria. President Barack Obama is reneging on his promise never to put American boots on the ground in Syria. So is deepening US and Russian involvement making a resolution to the civil war even more difficult? This is Inside Story. Hello, welcome to the programme. I'm Jane Dutton.
Let's quickly take you through our top stories now. A Russian passenger plane has crashed, killing all 222 passengers and crew on board. The Airbus...
This is Al Jazeera.
Hello, I'm Mariam Namazi. You're watching the Al Jazeera News Hour, live from London, coming up in the next 60 minutes. No survivors. 224 people are killed in a Russian jetliner that's crashed in Egypt. As the news sinks in for victims' relatives, the Russian president declares a national day of mourning. Also ahead, more rocks and tear gas exchanged in the West Bank as the latest victims of the violence are buried. Final pitch. Turkish politicians rally their supporters on the eve of elections that many fear won't bring an end to months of instability. Also, how a wall built to separate people in a US city has been turned into a symbol of unity.
I'm Joanna Gajarowska in Doha with all the sport as New Zealand win the Rugby World Cup, beating Australia in the final. We'll be live from Twickenham to get all the reaction in sport.
We begin in Egypt, where a Russian airliner has crashed.
Hello. Usually in Australia, rain is welcome. Sometimes not so. Harvest time or when it's particularly heavy. Well, that's a bit of a shame really, because it is particularly heavy.